If you want to know the #1 strategy for beating escape rooms, this video is for you. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Breakout Games YouTube channel, the #1 channel for all things escape rooms. My name is Faith, and I'm a former game master for Breakout. Now, I have run a ton of escape rooms, and I can tell you from experience that there is a consistent set of strategies that players who escape use. I'm going to let you in on that secret today so that you can break out of any escape room you try. But before I do that, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification icon so that you stay up to date with all of our videos. And with that, let's get into it. So before we can talk about what to do during the game, we actually need to talk about what to do before the game. Yes, you should be preparing before you ever set foot in an escape room. We have 3 tips for you that will set you up for success during your game. Tip number 1, arrive 15 minutes early. An escape room is an experience you do not want to be late for, so we recommend arriving 15 minutes early so you have plenty of time to check in, use the bathroom, sign your waivers, and get ready before the game begins. If you arrive late, unfortunately, time may be taken away from your game, or you might have to completely reschedule it, so be early. Tip number 2, discuss group roles. It's helpful before you start your game to talk to the people you're playing with and determine what each of you is good at. Maybe some people are really good with numbers, or some people are really great at word puzzles. Knowing this ahead of time can help you better delegate tasks during your game. It's also really helpful to assign one person as the note taker. This person will take notes for the group throughout the game. Knowing this ahead of time will save you the "who's writing this down" moment in the game. The bottom line is that knowing your strengths ahead of time will help you throughout your experience. Tip number 3, listen carefully to all instructions. Before you play, you may receive written instructions, video instructions, or verbal instructions from your game master, or a combination of all 3. Now is not the time to tune out. Even if you're an experienced escape room player, it's still important to listen carefully to all instructions that you're given. As a game master, I cannot tell you how many times groups have missed important instructions and it ends up costing them later in the game. So make sure your group is paying attention. Now that you're well prepared, let's get into what you should do during your game for the best chance of escaping. Tip number 1, take stock of the locks. The first thing you want to do in any escape room is look for whatever locks you can see. You want to note what type of locks they are. Are they numbers, letters, directional locks, traditional lock and key? And note how many digits they have, if applicable. This can give you an idea of what you're trying to solve throughout the room. For example, if you have a 4-digit number lock, you know that you're looking for a 4-digit number code. Now, it may be possible that you're in a room without any physical locks. That's okay, just go ahead and start applying our next tip. Tip number 2, search thoroughly and communicate what you find. Now it's time to search throughout the room for potential clues. We recommend dividing and conquering to search throughout the entire room. And, pro tip, make sure you don't just stick to things that are eye level. Now, you don't need to climb up into the ceiling, but searching both high and low in escape rooms is important. Pay particular attention to any patterns you see. Are there recurring numbers, letters, or symbols? Are things arranged in a particular way? Noticing a pattern early in the game just might come in clutch later in the game. When you find something useful, shout it out to your group. If you don't communicate what you're finding, you risk having someone work on something that's already been solved. So make sure your entire group knows what's up. Tip number 3, keep things organized. As you gather more clues and open more locks, the room can quickly devolve into chaos. And when things are disorganized, it can be really hard to find something when you need it. We recommend designating one area of the room to keep all the clues you find and separating them into clues you've used and clues you haven't. And we recommend keeping each key in its lock and each lock on its latch. It's super stressful to have to navigate around a bunch of discarded locks on the floor when you're trying to solve things, so this will make things much easier. Not to mention, your game master will love you. Tip number 4, pace yourselves. So how do you know if you're close to solving an escape room, especially since escape rooms are full of twists and turns? This is where taking stock of your locks also really helps. You can gauge how much progress you've made by how many locks you still have left to open. And we recommend giving yourself at least 5 minutes per lock that you see. But we also recommend assuming that there is a secret room, or at least some puzzles that aren't visible to you yet. We cannot tell you how many times we have seen a group think that they're at the end of an escape room, but then, psych, a secret door opens. Now, there might not always be a secret room in an escape room, but it's safe to operate from that assumption. Comparing how much time you have left to how much more of the room you need to solve can help you pace yourselves for the best experience. So there you have it. Those are our top strategies for solving any escape room you play. Put those strategies in place and you'll see success in your next escape room. Did we miss any major tips for playing escape rooms? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!